When you look at what's going on with the so-called Green New Deal, which is not green, it's really red. It's not new. It's a very old plan of authoritarianism, and it's a very bad deal. But Chuck Schumer just gave a speech where he trashed President Trump because he doesn't buy into the climate change bandwagon. And Chuck Schumer was holding up North Korea, Syria, and Iran as paragons who are fighting climate change. I have said from the very beginning that when you look at the authoritarian policies that they're trying to impose with a veneer, a camouflage of green in this Green New Deal, that this is the same old stuff that we've seen from every socialist, whether they are a national socialist like Adolf Hitler or an international socialist like Stalin, or somebody like Mao who wants to enact a cultural revolution, who has a great leap forward. They're all doing this type of thing. And so then they pull in Syria, North Korea, and Iran. I even said, if you want to see what socialism does to a country, take a look at East and West Germany or North and South Korea. A lot of people have forgotten what East and West Germany looks like. People of AOC's age don't really understand that. You can still see what's going on in North and South Korea. In both of those cases, they took a country that had a common culture, a common language, a common people. Everything about these people was exactly the same. It was, in both of these cases, a controlled experiment. Same type of thing that you would do if you wanted to test the effect of a particular drug or food or something like that. You would, split an identical population in two and then look at the effect of that. Well, we did that economically with both East and West Germany and North and South Korea. And look at the trajectory after we applied authoritarian, centralized control and socialism. And yet, you've got Chuck Schumer holding North Korea up there as somebody who is fighting the good fight. Well, yeah, because, what this is going to necessarily involve is death, austerity, and a word, socialism, authoritarianism. Of course, where war also helps in all those countries as well, keeping themselves on war footing. The real war is the war against your freedom, your liberty, your health, your life. These people who are saying they're going to shut down everything that you can do, your mobility, they're going to dictate what you can and cannot eat. They're going to lock you into the cities. And Chuck Schumer says basically every country in the world, including Syria, North Korea, Iran, are working together to reduce carbon emissions. Yeah. When you look at North Korea, you don't see any carbon emissions. You don't see any lights. Have you ever seen the satellite pictures of North Korea at night? You can see lights all over the place in South Korea, where they have a vibrant, booming free market economy. Pretty much free market. I'm sure there's subsidies going on there to big corporations, but compared to North Korea, a free market, and North Korea is essentially completely dark. Completely dark. They're not using any of that convulsive consumerism in North Korea. The Pope should be very happy. Chuck Schumer's very happy. That's the kind of country that Ocasio-Cortez wants for you. It's absolutely amazing that these people continue to get away with this. When we look at how they're going to push this forward, of course, a big part of this is not just the corporations that are going to dictate that you have to say that somebody is a different sex when they obviously are biologically female. You're going to pronounce them as male or vice versa. Microsoft and their new browser, which they call Edge. Yeah, we're on the edge of tyranny, folks. Their NewsGuard plugin, they're going to put green check marks for certain news organizations. Guess which ones are in the club? All those news organizations like CNN, Huffington Post, Washington Post, the same ones that were just selling that false narrative about those Covington Catholic kids. We've also got Rolling Stone that did the rape hoax about the Scottsboro boys. BuzzFeed that had to be called out for their lies by even Bob Mueller. Said, no, you can't say that about President Trump. Those are going to be approved. Of course, we won't.
You're listening to The David Knight Show. by bounds. The #1 best-selling supplement family in the world is energy drinks and energy supplements. But they are riddled with dyes and toxins and synthetic caffeines and other chemicals that sure get you a quick boost, but burn out in just a few hours and have terrible side effects. We have developed, hands down from our research, the most powerful, healthy energy drink, pre-workout, and beyond system in the world. There's nothing else like it. You must experience it. It is a total game changer, and it comes in easy to use packets to mix in with fruit juice or water, whatever you'd like. Warning though, it's very, very strong. It lasts up to 10 hours. So take a half packet the first time you take it, because Turbo Force is named Turbo Force because it will take you into overdrive. Turbo Force at InfoWarsLife.com.